Good evening, Delaware County, and welcome to Elimination Baseball here at the Chester Athletic Complex. Brendan Ricciardi here with you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in as Aston Valley and Chester look to punch their tickets into the Delco League semifinals. Aston Valley took Game 1 on this field back on Wednesday. Chester rallied and rebounded to win Game 2 on the road at Sun Valley last night, so we are here for the deciding Game 3. We'll get you the starting lineups in a second here. If Aston Valley wins this game, they will advance to take on Upper Darby in the semifinals. Should Chester win, they will take on Wayne as the semifinals reseed. Get you the starting lineups first. For the visiting Aston Valley Knights, leading off in center field will be Icon Jones. Kenyon Motley, the shortstop, bats second. Batting third, the catcher, Brett Walmsley. Sean Edivon, the designated hitter, will bat fourth. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Vinny Proetto. Nico Tazian, right field, will bat sixth. Austin Sherman, the first baseman, bats seventh. Jake Mole in the eighth spot, he will play second. And batting ninth, making his first appearance in the lineup, it will be Jackson Roche over at shortstop, or third base, pardon me. And they'll be facing Chester's Joey Russo, who's been in the starting lineup as a hitter the last 2 days. He will get the start on the mound. Take a quick break as everybody's getting set. We'll be right back for first pitch. You are listening to the Delco League on the Delco League YouTube. Joey Russo gets the start today for Chester. He's second on the team with 32 and 2/3 innings pitched, an ERA of 3 flat, 25 strikeouts to 16 walks for Joey on the season. He spent the first 2 games in the series in the lineup just offensively. He will also be hitting today, but he will be on the mound. Give you the starting lineup here for Aston Valley, then the defensive lineman for Chester. Leading off for Aston Valley as he has the first 2 games, Icon Jones in center field, batting second, the shortstop, Kenyon Motley. Brett Walmsley, one of the best hitters in the league this year, behind the plate. He will bat third. Sean Edivon, the designated hitter, will bat in the cleanup spot. Vinny Proetto, longtime Knight, will be in left field tonight. And in the 6th spot, Nico Tazian, right field, bottom of the order here. Austin Sherman at first base will bat 7th. Jake Mole in the 8th spot will play second base, and batting 9th, the third baseman, Jackson Roche. As mentioned, they will be facing Joey Russo. We'll go defensive alignment here. Behind the plate will be Billy Ford, and Billy started on the mound in Game 1. He's been behind the plate the last 2 games. From left to right in the infield, Dylan Rickards at first. At second base, Sean Roy. Shortstop, Garrett Quinn. Went out of order there. Pat Warrington to third. Garrett Quinn at shortstop. Second base, Sean Roy. And first base, Dylan Rickards. In the outfield, left to right, Tyler Mosher in left. James Queasy in center. And Jackson Messick in right. Game 1 of the series, Chester led 1-0 in the top of the 7th. A 2-run single by Kenyon Motley, followed by an Andrew Furco RBI groundout, gave Aston Valley, the lowest seed in the bracket, the first win of the series. Last night, Chester, they rallied. They won 5-4. It got a little dicey at the end. They led 5-1 in the 7th. 3 errors in the top of the 7th allowed Aston to get back into this game, but it ultimately resulted in a Garrett Quinn complete game effort. He threw almost 110 pitches, and believe it or not, he is out there at shortstop today. He's flexing that arm a little bit. I'm not sure I blame him. Delco League Finals MVP in 2021, Johnny Gonzalez behind the plate today as the umpire. The first pitch here from Joey Russo is on the outside corner for a strike, and we are underway. Thank you so much for joining us. Brendan Ricciardi here with you today. If you're just joining us now, Game 3 of the first round of the Delco League playoffs. The winner of this game will move on to the semis. The loser goes home. Icon Jones is going to chop that one over to first base, fielded cleanly over there by Rickards for out number 1. Kenyon Motley steps to the plate now. He's 2 for 8 in the series so far. As just mentioned, his 2-run single gave Aston Valley the lead in the top of the 7th in Game 1. Kenyon plays his college baseball over at Chestnut Hill. A lot of, as you'll see as we go down the rosters, a lot of players from both sides from Delaware or play baseball in Delaware. A lot of Wilmington University players. It's really been the MO for Aston Valley the last couple of years, but Chester has definitely added a bunch of those in. First pitch, a big swing and a miss. Chester with their new orange vest uniforms this year, as that one's going to be popped foul out of play. For a long time they wore white, but this year made a change, and it's about time someone brought the vests back. Joey Russo, one of many Wilmington University's players, a St. George's Tech alum from Delaware. As that one's upstairs. Apologies for the delay in the scorebook. It's a one-man crew today. Intern Tyler could not make it over. One-two pitch here to Motley. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 1 on the day for Joey Russo, and out number 2. That'll bring in Brett Walmsley, one of the best offensive seasons in the league this year so far. In 67 plate appearances, he hit .448 with a 1264 OPS. For a catcher, he had 4 triples this year. First pitch to Walmsley, he's going to take that one. That's a bit upstairs. Walmsley also very strong behind the plate defensively as well. It was a brick wall last night at Sun Valley. He's going to chop that one foul down the left field line. The other Delco League first round series, Ridley and Drexel Hill faced off in the first round. It was a clean 2-0 sweep for a Ridley team that is very young, has brought a lot of new energy to this team. They hadn't made the playoffs for a couple years. They won both games by 1, a walk-off single by Ryan McGee in Game 1. Jason Hankins' go-ahead single in the top of the 7th in Game 2. That one's going to be upstairs. Ridley will await their fate here as the number 4 seed. The playoffs do reseed after the first round. So the lowest seed remaining will take on the 2-time defending champion Upper Darby Blue Sox. The highest seed remaining will take on Wayne, who's looking for their 20th championship in the league. That one's on the outside corner for a strike to Walmsley. Plays his college baseball. He's still got the Wilmington helmet on. I believe he went from Wilmington to Delaware, but I might have got that backwards. Pitch there, swing and a miss. He got him for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning here for Joey Russo in the top of the first. We'll let you know the starting lineup for Chester and tell you a little bit about Aston Valley starting pitcher Aiden Shermall when we return. Back here for the bottom of the first inning, we'll tell you a little bit about Aston Valley starter Aiden Shermill after we give you the starting lineup here for Chester. Leading off in center field is James Queasy. Pat Warrington switching from second base to third base. He'll remain in that two-hole. Dylan Rickards, the first baseman, bats third. Billy Ford behind the plate in the cleanup spot. Joey Russo on the mound. He will hit for himself in the 5 spot. Garrett Quinn was on the mound yesterday, now in the lineup for the first time this series at shortstop, batting 6th. In the 7 spot, Tyler Mosher in left field, batting 8th. The right fielder, Jackson Messick, and Sean Roy will be over at second base and bat 9th. James Queasy, 4 for 7 with a double and a homer, had 2 hits in each of the first 2 games. Played his high school baseball at Conestoga, just finished up a freshman year at Penn State Harrisburg that went so well he's heading to Marist in the fall. That one's in there for a strike. That one hangs way upstairs. Aiden Shermill, the starting pitcher, wasn't the regular season that he hoped for, about 15 1/3 innings pitched, an ERA just over 7, but he's been a huge pitcher for this Aston Valley team in the playoffs the last couple of years. 1-2 pitch, that changeup stays low. A very good changeup. Will pound the zone. He won't get too many strikeouts, but you'll trust his defense behind him and let them do their job. That one's going to hang way up there. Queasy battles back from 0-2, now has himself in a full count. Queasy, Warrington, and Dylan Rickards to lead this game off. Here's a pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. After getting ahead 0-2, Aiden Shermill throws 4 straight balls, and James Queasy is on to start this game for Chester. Now, a longtime member of Chester, Pat Warrington, steps to the plate here. He's 3 for 7 in the series so far. Had 2 singles last night. Also a double in game 1. Warrington's going to square to bunt. He's going to get it down. Shermill's going to field it. He's going to flip over to first. The sacrifice is successful. Queasy now in scoring position. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from tonight. If you're a former Delco League player, any good Delco League stories to share. Got a lot of new blood in the playoffs this year. As mentioned, Ridley, a very young team, a lot of members from Haverford High School from their very successful last 2-year run as back-to-back Central League champs. Dylan Rickards, the batter, 3 for 7 with 2 doubles in the series so far. He takes that one in the dirt for ball 1. Beautiful night here at the Chester Athletic Complex. Cloudy, a little breezy, which is good because our phone overheats when it's too hot. Bit of a half swing here from Rickards. That'll be a strike. Rickards is going to ground that one over a crazy hop over the head of Jake Mole. James Queasy is going to score easily, and Chester strikes first. Wow, that was a wicked hop. Not much Jake Mole can do about that one. That's going to go down as a base hit. Mole looking around thinking, what else is there really you can do about that one? Well, Chester's going to strike first here on that single from Rickards. That'll bring in Billy Ford. He was 3 for 4 last night. He did not bat in game 1 as he was on the mound. First pitch, a bit low for a ball. Ford, a two-sport athlete at West Chester University, also played at Malvern Prep. That one's going to be up and in and just miss, clipping Ford in the arm. Now, to be Ford's age, to throw 6 innings and now catch back-to-back games is very impressive. Short lead over at first for Dylan Rickards. The pitch to Ford, check swing, called strike. Not sure if that was on the swing or on the pitch. Billy Ford, Joey Russo, Garrett Quinn. The 3 starting pitchers for Chester are batting 4, 5, and 6 in this game. Ford's going to take that one way upstairs. We'll see what both teams have left in terms of pitching depth. Both teams have not needed to use many pitchers in the first 2 games. Pitch to Ford, ball 4, he walked him. Second walk of the inning here for Aiden Shermill. In Game 1, Paul Miazza needed just 62 pitches to throw all 7 innings for Aston Valley, so he could be available in relief tonight. Billy Ford threw the first 6 innings for Chester in that Game 1, and last night Garrett Quinn went all 7. Nate McBride pitched about 5 innings last night. Kyle Daly the rest. First pitch here to Joey Russo is going to be slapped to right field. It's going to be playable out there and caught by Nico Tazi for out number 2. Good swing there by Joey Russo, but right into the glove of Tazi. Well, Garrett Quinn, the batter, he has not hit yet in this series. He was a starting pitcher last night. He's a two-way player over at Wilmington University. First pitch to Quinn's going to take a slider in the dirt. It's going to get past Walmsley. Both runners will advance. Again, once again, apologies on the score bug delay. We're a one-man crew tonight, but you know what? It's better than whatever we've had in the years past. Pitch here to Garrett Quinn. That one's going to be a bit upstairs. Open base now over at first base. Tyler Mosher waits on deck, hoping to get an opportunity here. Pat Warrington leads off. Dylan Rickards leads off third. Billy Ford on second. Garrett Quinn's going to hit a lazy fly ball into shallow right field. Looks like Nico Tazi's got that one handled, and he does for out number 3. But an RBI single off the bat of Dylan Rickards gets Chester on the board. We'll head to the top of the second here at Chester, with Chester leading 1-0. Back here for the top of the second, Brendan Ricciardi with you. Thank you so much for joining us. It'll be Sean Edivon, Vinny Proeto, and Nico Tazi leading things off for Aston Valley here in the top of the second. Edivon was over 2 with a walk last night. Again, one of many Wilmington University players in this lineup for both sides. So 1-2-3 inning for Joey Russo with 2 strikeouts in the top of the first. First pitch is going to run a bit outside. Again, going to hang a bit outside here. Couple defensive changes here from Game 2. Pat Warrington slides from second to third. Sean Roy from short to second. It's Garrett Quinn playing short tonight. That one's going to be in there for a strike. That one misses just a bit up and away to Sean Edivon, who, as mentioned earlier, has been on this team now for a couple years. The pipeline of Wilmington University players. Big swing and a miss on 3-1. Edivon hit only .227 this year, but he's been one of the main forces for this lineup the last couple of years. Had 26 plate appearances played in just 9 games. 3-2 pitch, ball 4, he walked him. First base runner of the day here for Aston Valley. We saw some small ball in the first inning for Chester, perhaps with Speed of Vinny Proetto, we could see the same thing here. Aston Valley, certainly one of the speedier lineups in the league. Nico Tazi, Icon Jones, Kenyon Motley. They got Jackson Roche. A lot of speed up and down the order. Proetto's not going to square to bunt. First pitch misses just a bit inside. Almost no lead over there for Edavon. Vinny Proetto will foul that pitch back. Proetto, a Sun Valley alum, plays his college baseball over at Misericordia. A couple Misericordia players in the league, spread across different teams. I believe 3 of those playing for Wayne. Jake McDonough, Drew Van Horn, Brian Henry. Proetto's going to take that one on the outside corner for a strike, and some good two-seam movement. Proetto's going to slap that one foul down the left field line. For anyone who has not seen a game at Chester High School, it's a very, very solid field. One of the more consistent fields in the area. Good job by Dan McShane, head coach of Chester, and his crew for getting this field ready at all times. Another 1-2 to Proetto. That one's in the dirt. Good job by Billy Ford keeping that one in front of him. If you're tuning in on a team that's already had a bye, let us know who you're thinking is going to win tonight. Proetto's going to take that one up and away. Of course, you don't want to give any bulletin board material if you're an Upper Darby, Wayne, or Ridley player. Proetto's going to slap that one over to third base. It's going to be past Warrington. Garrett Quinn will make a play in the hole, throw it over second. That ball was not able to be fielded cleanly by Sean Roy. I believe that's going to go down as a single. It's a very tough play. Good effort by Garrett Quinn to even make that a competitive play over there. Blocked a bit by 6'8" Johnny Gonzalez behind the plate, but I believe that the throw was kind of in the dirt, and Roy was able to knock it down but not record the out. So it'll be first and second. Nobody out here for Nico Tazi. Could definitely see a potential bunt here with his speed. We already see Dylan Rickard starting to creep in. The first pitch is bunted foul. Nico Tazi, a Penncrest alum, plays his college baseball over at Catholic University, along with the many Delaware County and Central League players over there. Does not square to bunt this time. He's going to slap that one into left field. That'll be down for a base hit. Edavon is going to hold it third, and the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the top of the second for the Knights. Second hit of the series so far for Tazi. That'll bring in Austin Sherman. 7, 8, 9, Austin Sherman, Jake Mole, and Jackson Roche here for the Knights in the top of the second. Sherman plays his college baseball over at Alvernia. 0 for 6 in the series so far, but a great opportunity for him to get out of that. First pitch is going to be painted on the outside corner for a strike by Joey Russo. Sherman hit .231 this season in 49 plate appearances. Pitch swing and a miss. The high heat from Russo. Edavon on third, Proetto on second, Nico Tazi on first. Oh, 0-2 pitch. That one's up and in. That one in the dirt. Billy Ford able to keep that in front. It's a very short backstop here at Chester. You're going to have to get a lucky kick or perhaps a ball in the dirt that ricochets off the catcher to be able to get a run in. If you get a good enough jump, you can try, but it's definitely a tough one. Pitch to Sherman. He pops that one up. Going to be close to us back in the booth here. We'll do 2-2 again here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch to Sherman. He once again fouls that one back. Sean Edevon walked to start the inning. Vinny Proeto with an infield single. And Nico Tazi follows that up by slapping a single into left field. He'd squared to bunt on the first pitch and fouled it back and decided to just swing away. And that decision paid off as the bases are now loaded here. The pitch to Sherman. That one misses just a bit outside. Looked outside from my perspective here. The Chester parents don't seem to agree with that, but from my perspective, looked a little bit out. But we'll do it again here. Full count here to Austin Sherman. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Joey Russo just blows it by him here for out number 1. And Jake Moll will look to try and get these runs in. 2 for 6 in the series so far with a couple of singles. Jake Moll, another Penncrest alum on this team, played his college baseball over at Gwynedd Mercy. Pitch to Moll is going to be fouled back. Corners playing in here for Chester. Double play depth up the middle. Moll's got solid speed, so a double play ball is not a guarantee on a ground ball. Moll's going to punch that one foul off the back of the cage. If you're just tuning in here, Dylan Rickard's RBI single that looked like a routine ground ball that bounced over Jake Moll's head. Not much he could have done on that. Moll will look to try and get some of those runs back here. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Did he go? Yes, he did. Well, it'll be up to Jackson Roche here with his first at-bat of the series so far. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Joey Russo struck out the last 2 hitters he faced after loading up the bases. Roche hit .375 in his 34 plate appearances in the regular season. First pitch is going to take a change up low. Jackson Roche, a recent Westchester Ruston graduate, will be heading to Goldie Beacom for his college baseball career. Excuse me, Roche did play in Game 1 of the series. We did not broadcast that one. So he hits that one tailing down the right field line. That one is going to be in there for a base hit. 1 run will score. Proeto in. It's 2-1 Aston. This was actually his first playoff action. His last game against Chester was their last regular season game, who they also played Chester. First playoff at bat in the Delco League for Jackson Roche. A 2-run single to put Aston Valley ahead. They still have first and third. Looking to add another back to the top of the order for Icon Jones. First pitch is going to be away. See if Roche potentially is going to take second here. Not too big of a lead yet. Jones is going to take that one that runs a little and catches the outside corner. Jones now 2 for 9 in the series, grounded out to first his first time up tonight. Nice changeup, perhaps a splitter from Joey Russo. Misses just a bit low. It looks like it had that vertical drop, but still a little bit of the changeup movement. Jones is going to take that same pitch and foul it back. Looks like he saw it well, just couldn't connect. Still no signs of movement over there by Jackson Roche at first base. I was going to run a bit outside. 3-2, we know Roche will be moving here. With his speed, if a ball goes in the gap, we could potentially see him score from first. Pitch to Jones. That ball is hit a mile in the air to right field. Looks like Jackson Messick is camped under that one and will make the catch. But a 2-run single here by Jackson Roche has put Aston Valley ahead. We'll see if Chester can respond when they come to the plate here in the bottom of the second. Back here for the bottom of the second, Tyler Mosher, Jackson Messick, and Sean Roy. 7-8-9 coming up for Chester. Aston Valley just took the lead in the top of the second. We'll see if Chester has a response for that against Aiden Shermole. First pitch to Mosher, change up in there for a strike. Some control issues early on for Shermole. He had 2 walks in the first inning, was able to limit the damage. Just that one RBI single, which really was a routine grounder that took a wicked hop. Another change up in there for a strike. 0-2 pitch to Moshe. That one's going to be chopped over to third base. It's going to be off the glove of Andrew Furco. Excuse me, of Jackson Roche. Substitution from last game. It'll be an error. And the first runner on base here for Chester. And just as baseball gives, it takes away as well. So Roche is going to be thinking about that one. Jackson Messick steps to the plate now. 0 for 4 in the series. Does have 2 walks. Could potentially see him in relief as well if needed here for Chester. First pitch to Messick, swing and a miss. Messick, another Sun Valley alum in this game here, plays his college baseball right down the road at Penn State Brandywine in Delco. Messick's going to see that off-speed pitch and take it low. Off-speed pitch misses just a bit outside, and for anyone that's watched Johnny Gonzalez behind the plate, he typically has a bit of a tight zone, a consistent zone. Throw over to first. Nothing doing. Best of 3 first round. The next 2 rounds will be best of 5. Aston Valley wins. They'll begin their series at O'Hara on Sunday. Pitch to Messick, swing and a miss. Aston Valley wins. They'll head to O'Hara Sunday, and Ridley would go to Wayne. But if Chester is able to win this game, they will head to Wayne on Sunday, with Ridley going to Upper Darby. There's not been a team other than, Upper Darby and Wayne. I thought that one got away for a sec. There's not been a team other than Upper Darby and Wayne to win the Delco League since the Narberth Mudcats in 2018, who are now the Drexel Hill Ducks. For that, Aston Valley in 2017. Jackson Messick is going to chop that one foul. Pitch just hangs a bit up to Messick. According to the Delco League website, Chester has not won a Delco League championship since 1917. Not sure if they fielded a team in all of those years since then, but a Chester franchise has not won a title in 109 years. Mosher's going to take off, pitch upstairs, ball 4. First 2 runners reach base here for Chester. Good job by the bottom of the order. That'll bring in Sean Roy. Roy 1 for 2 last night, did not play in game 1. Could definitely see a bunt situation here for Chester with James Queasy, who's been red hot this series, and Pat Warrington. The top of the order has been really good for Chester so far this series. As expected, Roy already squaring the bunt. Jackson Roche will come in. That bunt is going to be foul. The Delco League history, Wayne leads the way. They have won 19 Delco League championships. Believe it or not, in second place is Tinicum Air Conditioning, managed by Lou Sosha. Had a dynasty in the 70s. They won at 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 78, 80, 82, and 84. Dan McShane, the manager for Chester, won 5 Delco League championships for Wayne. Squared a bunt. He's going to pull it back. That one's going to be a bit low. Aston Valley's won 5 Delco League championships. 6 Delco League championships. Marcus Spiro winning 4 of those. 2010, 12, 13, and 2017. Another square to bunt. It's going to be bunted fair. And it looks like that's going to be an infield single. Austin Sherman was not able to find a play there. Perfect bunt. And bases are loaded with nobody out here, just as Aston Valley had in the last inning. Well, not much more you can ask for from 7, 8, 9 as James Queasy will come up with the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Corners will play in, but double play depth up the middle. First pitch is going to be hit in the air to deep right center field. Nico Tazi ranging back, and it's going to be off the glove of a diving Icon Jones. Queasy's going to have to hold it first because the runners had to wait to see if it'll fall. It'll be an RBI single for James Queasy, and this game is once again tied up at 2. Icon Jones has made some excellent plays so far in this series. That one just off the edge of his glove. Base runners had to hold to make sure that one got down. And with the way that Jones has patrolled center field in this series, I'm pretty sure most of them thought that one was being caught. Not that it necessarily should have been. I mean, a full-out extension off the edge of the glove. But either way, Pat Warrington will be the batter here. 3 for 7 with the sac bunt in this series. Bases remain loaded with nobody out. First pitch of Warrington, that one's going to be fouled back off the screen. Pat Warrington, Dylan Rickards, and Billy Ford due up. All of them have 3 hits in the series. And Dylan Rickards now with 4 after that single earlier. Was told by an Aston Valley night before the game, expect the offense to finally show up in the series, and so far so good. That one's going to be in the dirt. We'll really see the pitching depth for both of these teams should the pitchers get knocked out of the game early. Garrett Quinn said he is available to close after throwing 109 pitches last night, as Warrington's going to take that one. I don't think Sherman agreed. I'm not necessarily sure I do either, but it could have been a bit inside. Again, tight zone, but it's a tight zone for both sides. 2-1 pitch now to Warrington. That one's going to be hit down the right field line. Nico Tazi looks like he has a beat on it. Tagging from third and holding is Jackson Messick. Aston Valley able to keep Chester off the board on that one. Dylan Rickards' RBI single gave Chester the lead in the first inning. He'll look to do it again here with the bases loaded, 1 out. Billy Ford, Joey Russo, and Garrett Quinn due up next. Looks like we have a tying of the shoes timeout here, but I believe we are all good. Some other notes going back to the Delco League championship debate. Marple Newtown, which is now the Ridley Black Sox. As that ball's chopped over to Kenyon Motley. He'll step on second. He'll fire to first, and a huge double play gets Aston Valley out of the inning. They still squandered that lead to Chester on a James Queasy RBI single, but they're able to limit the damage in a huge way. With the bases were loaded with nobody out, and they did not let any more runs in. We'll head to the top of the third here at Chester. We are all locked at 2. Back here for the top of the third, elimination game here in the Delco League playoffs. It'll be Kenyon Motley, Brett Walmsley, and Sean Edivon to get things going for Aston Valley. 2-2 game here. A Jackson Roche 2-run single has been the offense for Aston Valley so far. Kenyon Motley 2 for 9 in the series. He struck out his first time up today. Pitches in the dirt. Kenyon Motley's 2-run single on this field back on Wednesday gave Aston Valley the Game 1 win. Of course, Chester came back last night, won Game 2 to get us to a deciding Game 3. Big swing and a miss by Motley. First round of the playoffs has always been 3 games, the semis and the championship, best of 5. So your arms are really going to be tested in those series, which is why Wayne and Upper Darby have been so successful for the last decade. Off-speed pitch misses just a bit low. That one might have missed a bit low. Again, as we mentioned, very tight zone, which is interesting considering the long career Johnny Gonzalez had as a pitcher in this league. You'd think it might be a little more pitcher-friendly, but I think he also thinks you got to earn it. 3-1 to Motley. That's going to be grounded over to shortstop. Garrett Quinn, we'll see how that arm's feeling. Fires over to first. No problem there. 4 out number 1. Garrett Quinn over 100 pitches. I believe close to 110 last night, but still out there at shortstop today. Brett Walmsley, the batter. He's 2 for 6 in the series so far. He struck out swinging his first time up. I believe this is a Wilmington University teammate of his and Joey Russo. First pitch and off speed in there for a strike. And I always find it interesting when catchers face their pitchers because you typically need to know what their tendencies are. That one's going to be right on the outside corner for a strike to Walmsley. Can't tell if he thought that one missed or if he's just frustrated that it was placed so perfectly. 0-2 pitch here to Walmsley. That one's going to be low and away. That one in the dirt. Good about to keep this going by Walmsley. Rocking the number 54. Won't see that too often on the diamond. Looks like he should be playing linebacker. Pitch to Walmsley. Gets under that one a little bit into left field, but that one's still ranging back. In center field, that one is going to be caught by James Queasy. Good range over there. That one carried a lot more than I expected off the bat. Still don't think Walmsley got all of that one, but he got enough of it to give it a ride. It's a pretty deep field out here in Chester. It says about 360 to left. Sean Edevon hoping to keep this inning going. He walked in the second. 0 for 2 with 2 walks in the series so far. First pitch, big swing and a miss. Joey Russo, 3 Ks so far through 2 2/3. Edevon's going to take that. Perhaps a changeup as well back in the upper outside corner. I don't think Edevon loved it, but I think it ducked down enough to sneak in there. 0-2 pitch. That one fouled back off the cage. Pitch to Edevon, swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Joey Russo. A 1-2-3 inning for the second time today. We'll head to the bottom of the third with Chester looking to get back on top. This game is tied 2-2. Back here for the bottom of the third inning at Chester Athletic Fields. Brendan Ricciardi with you tonight. A beautiful night here at Chester. It'll be Billy Ford, Joey Russo, and Garrett Quinn. Billy Ford 3 for 4 in the series. He worked a walk in his first time up. First pitch is outside. 4 through 6 innings on the mound in Game 1. Has been behind the plate the last 2 games, and can't really ask for much more than that out of your guys. As mentioned, 4, 5, 6 in the order for Chester. The 3 starting pitchers in the series. That one's in there for a strike. Aiden Sherm will back out for another inning of work. Billy Ford pops that one in the air. It looks like it might stay in play for Austin Sherman over at first base. He will make the catch for out number 1. Joey Russo looking to help himself out here. He's 1 for 8 in the series. Had a great swing on a line drive right to Nico Tazi his first time up. Will look to try and give himself a little bit of run support. First pitch to Russo, slider in the dirt for ball 1. Check swing from Russo. Yes, he did go. One pitch here is going to be the off-speed pitch, swung on and missed by Russo. Sherman now ahead in the count 1-2. No other Delco League action, really no other Delco baseball action tonight. That one's going to be in there for a called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Aiden Sherman. Second out of the inning. Semifinals will start on Sunday. There's always one game off in between playoff rounds as Garrett Quinn will step to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. He lined out to right field his first time up, his first at bat of the series. They wanted to save his arm for his pitching performance in Game 2, and now he's in the lineup for Game 3. Off-speed pitch. That one hung up there a bit, and he fouls it off the top of the cage. We keep harping on it, but another member of Wilmington University will be heading into his senior year as a middle infielder and a pitcher for the Wildcats. Also, pitch. That one's going to be punched up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Great two-strike swing there from Garrett Quinn, not trying to do too much. Punches that one up the middle. And a two-out base runner here for Chester. Mentioned this yesterday in the broadcast. Along with Wayne, Chester does not have a team name. Not able to use the classic Chester Clipper nickname from the high school. But they do use the field and the uniform color scheme in the new orange vest this year. First pitch here to Tyler Mosher, runs up and away. Mosher 1 for 5 with a walk in this series so far. He reached on an error his first time up back in the second. Pitch to him is going to be slapped into right field. That'll be a base hit. Quinn is going to take a big turn, but he's going to stay at second. Back-to-back two-out hits here for Chester. We'll bring in Jackson Messick. 0 for 4 in the series, but has walked 3 times, so he's found his way on base. Two-way player for Penn State Brandywine, mostly on the mound, but will swing a little bit for the Nittany Lions as well. Great time here for Messick's first hit of the series. First pitch of Messick is in there for a strike. Another off-speed pitch. That one a bit low, however. Sun's starting to go behind some clouds here. It's a bit overcast. It's a nice breeze coming in. The beautiful night last night at Sun Valley. That one perhaps missed a bit low. Shermel can't believe it. That one's going to hang a bit upstairs, and Jackson Messick in a hitter's count here, 3-1. Sean Roy waits on deck, then back to the top of the order. That one's going to catch the lower outside corner to even things up. Runners will be off here with Garrett Quinn at second and Tyler Mosher at first. A base hit with the running start from Garrett Quinn should be enough to give Chester this lead back. Shermel tries to get him getting a bit of an early head start, but nothing doing. Pitch to Messick. That one's going to be chopped off of himself in the batter's box. And we'll do it all again. Three-two again to Messick. That one's going to be fouled off and stuck in the top of the cage. Pitch count of Shermel starting to rise, but it doesn't look like either side has any movement. We should be able to see it if so, because both bullpens are on the field in foul territory. Full count once again to Messick. Here's the pitch. That one smoked in the air to center field. That's going to be tracked down by Icon Jones, who makes the catch right in front of the fence. A good swing there by Jackson Messick, but his former Sun Valley alum as well tracks that one down to retire the side. We'll head to the top of the fourth here at Chester. We're still locked in at 2-2. Well, in non-baseball news, LeBron James making his decision to head to Philadelphia to most likely finish off his NBA career. He signed a 2-year deal, so hopefully 2 years of LeBron. The Phillies will start their series tonight with a great pitching matchup against the Yankees. It'll be Cam Schlittler against Jesus Luzardo. That game should start in just a couple of minutes here. So we're back for an elimination Delco League playoff game. Can't ask for much more than that on a Friday night. Vinny Proetto will lead things off for the visiting Aston Valley Knights. It'll be Proetto, Nico Tazzi, and Austin Sherman. First pitch to Proetto, that one a bit upstairs. For just joining us, Jackson Roche's 2-run single was Aston Valley's 2 runs of the game. Dylan Rickard's RBI single, and James Queasy for Chester. Proetto's going to foul that one off the top of the cage. Chester scored in the bottom of the first. Aston Valley responded with 2 in the top of the second. Chester got theirs back in the second. A scoreless third inning on both sides gets us to the top of the fourth at 2-2. Pitch to Proetto. That one's again going to run outside. Proetto's going to get under that one. Going to hit that one in the air to shallow right field. Looks like Jackson Messick will call everyone off in right field and make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring in Nico Tazzi. He's had a good series so far. He's 2 for 5. He's also walked. Singled to left field his first time up, which helped Aston Valley as he was the second of the 2 runs to score. Tazzi takes that one way up and in. Tazzi's older brother Roman, a longtime Knights, switched over to Upper Darby this year, so should these 2 teams play in the next round, we could potentially see that brother-on-brother matchup. Now, there are no trades in this league, but I do think trades in this league would be kind of electric, so maybe something to think about. Tazzi takes what looked to be a type of perhaps a splitter or something that we've seen from Russo today in their first strike. 1-2 pitch to Tazzi. Goes back to an off-speed. That one's fouled back. Nice crowd on hand here at Chester. Plenty of room behind the plate to watch this game. We are set up right behind the plate. Our camera, I should say phone, mounted to the fence. Pitch to Tazzi, a called strike 3. Perfect off-speed pitch there from Joey Russo. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Russo, and out number 2 in the inning as well. Austin Sherman will look to bust out of this little skid he's in. 0 for 7 in the series so far. He struck out with the bases loaded back in the second. Off-speed pitch hangs a bit upstairs. Fastball misses a bit outside. Get you some updated pitch count totals in a second here. Of course, in the Delco League, there are no pitch count rules. As that one at the knees for a strike. Last year in Game 4 of the championship, Kevin McGovern threw over 130 pitches for Upper Darby. Might have been even 140. I know it was at least 130. As that one's lined over to Pat Warrington, it gets by him. Wasn't sure if he was going to catch it or face it or see it off the dirt. But it hit off the dirt, and it'll be an error as Austin Sherman reaches base. Joey Russo through 3 2/3 inning. He is at 72 pitches already, and through 3 innings, Aiden Shermel at 55. So something to keep an eye on. Again, no movement for either side yet. Just something to think about with a long game. First pitch to Jake Mole is a bit low. Mole is 2 for 7 in the series so far. He struck out swinging his first time up today. Mole is going to foul that one off the back screen. Mole's going to take that one way upstairs. Austin Sherman leads off first. Doesn't look like he's getting too big of a lead there. Jake Mole's going to take that one a bit upstairs. Jake Mole, Jackson Roche, then back to the top of the lineup. Here's the pitch to Mole. That one's going to be fouled back. Jackson Roche's 2-run single. The 2 runs on the board so far for Aston Valley. They had bases loaded, no outs back in the second, but struck out twice in a row, and Roche's 2-run single was able to save the inning. Joey Russo now up to 77 pitches here in the 4th inning, so certainly we'll see someone else, you'd think. 3-2 pitch to Mole, and a called strike 3. Perfect off-speed pitch for Joey Russo. 7th strikeout of the game so far. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th here at Chester. We are still tied up at 2. Back here for the bottom of the 4th, we got a great special guest in the booth today. Upper Darby Blue Sox pitcher Ben Thorpe. Ben, welcome to the booth. We're not quite at Delco Baseball now, but we're still back in the booth together. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling all right. Coming from a travel game, took an L.
Said it was over Newman, right?
Yeah,
that was a
Newman.
pretty quick commute over here.
Yeah,
then.
dude, 15 minutes, really easy.
Not bad at all. We got 9, then top Sean Roy, James Queasy, then Pat Warrington. First pitch in there for a strike is still Aiden Shermel. Starting to see some movement over on the Aston Valley side of things. A bit too far away to see who it is. Nothing going so far for Chester. And it's a big out here for Shermel because the way James Queasy's swinging it, you really do not want to have anyone on base. He is, so far in this series, 5 for 8 with a homer, a double, and a walk.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not
pretty
bad.
good
Not
series.
bad. And to talk about Queasy going from Penn State Harrisburg straight to a D1 program, it's unbelievable freshman year he had, and that pitch is fouled back. Looks like our setup was able to survive that one.
Wait, he's going to a D1?
He's going to Marist this fall.
Huh.
He had a
I think
monster
I
year.
think I missed that one.
Monster year at Penn State Harrisburg for the Stogo alum.
Oh, very cool.
Pitch to Roy. That one shot into the Aston Valley dugout. Seems like everyone's all right.
We almost lost Dan McShane.
We did. We did almost lose Dan, who brought in the orange vests this year, which I think it's great to have actual vests back.
Yeah.
You know, like too many.
like
Ridley kind of has the fake vest going. Not my favorite look.
No.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Aiden Shermel, and that'll be out number 1. Back to the top of the order here for James Queasy. As mentioned, huge series so far. 5 for 8, homer, double, and walk. He walked in his first time up and his second time up. It was a single just because his base runners had to hold to see if the ball was going to fall, but he put a good charge into it. Good diving effort by Icon Jones right off the top of his glove, and I think the reason is how good he's been at center. Everyone just kind of assumed the ball would be caught. That one's going to hang a bit upstairs.
Yeah, that's Icon. I think he's played. This is probably the most he's played in a year in the Delco, but he can flat out go get the ball, man.
Pitch's going to be a bit low. He had a great catch when we broadcasted the Aston and Wayne game a couple weeks ago, and also stole second, third, and home on the same play and to tie that game up. A couple of overthrows, but still, I'd be out of breath just trying to make that happen.
Yeah, that'd be a lot for either of us washed up.
You think we have a little unintentional, intentional walk here, 3-0 with the way he's been swinging here? We'll see if this is anywhere near the zone, and not quite. Ball 4.
Yeah.
It's hard to blame him at this point, but also the next 3 guys up have been swinging well. Pat Warrington, 3 for 8 in the series so far. I was trying to guess, definitely the longest tenured member on Chester. But I'm wondering how he ranks. I think, in my eyes, the longest tenured member of the league might be, with one team, might be Joey Supa with the Blue Sox. Because he's been there, I think, about 14 years at this point, maybe more.
Yeah, he's been there a long. I mean, he had been in 2016. I think I joined, and he had been there for a couple years.
Yeah, I
remember
remember.
At that point.
He told me he joined the team at 14 to pinch run because he knew Dave.
Wow.
So I think he's 30 at this point.
Yeah. He's 29.
29. Warrington flies that one in the air to shallow right field. Nico Tazi looks like he's going to make the call and make the catch for out number 2. Some other players that have been players that have been with teams for a long time. Let's see. So for Wayne, I would say Matt Briner's been there for a good amount of time.
Is he still there, though?
He is still there. He plays a little bit, yeah. He had enough eligibility. He played a couple. He'd come in for Wells at first base late in games. Stephen Wells, a longtime member of the league, but was on Chester for a while.
I think Joey's still got.
I think Joey's got everyone. I don't know how long Pat's been here.
He's been here a while.
So I would say those 2 are definitely.
Bill Ford's probably been in the league.
Yeah, Bill Ford was on. He did the. It was almost as if it was a trade for Bill and Stephen Wells to change spots. That pitch is going to be way up and in here to Dylan Rickards.
Yeah, I can't think of any. No one really on Aston.
Tom Carey's been there with Ridley for a good chunk of time. I would say.
Yeah,
CJ was another. That's a good one
as well.
That one's going to be hit foul out of play. Oh, Nico Tazi making a charge for it, but that one out of play. We're talking earlier. Well, I guess we as relative, me and my inner voices, we're talking earlier about how should Aston Valley win, they will take on your Blue Sox, and we could have the Roman versus Nico Tazi battle at some point.
Yeah, very well. And the Romans, I think he's thrown an inning for us.
Is he eligible at least?
Yes, he got eligible. He took a couple at bats and had
took a couple at bats. Okay.
Dude, he smoked one. We were playing Springfield, I think, and he smoked the ball.
Queasy takes off and he gets second base. He did hit for that Aston Valley Knights team when we beat them in the 2021 championship with Upper Darby.
He went to college as a 2-way.
I think so originally.
Obviously, that changed a little bit. Went to Catholic, became an All-American.
Yeah. Once you get that All-American pitcher, things change. I just found out today Garrett Quinn plays. He hits for Wilmington too.
Yeah, he can swing.
I did not know that till I saw him. They were actually taking on-field BP today, before the game. Chester was, and I saw Quinn. Like, are they going to let you swing today? And I said, do they let you swing for Wilmington? He's like, oh, I'm a 2-way. Like I had zero. I'd only ever seen a pitch before.
I too have really only seen the pitching out of him, but I think I did know he's a 2-way. I've seen him hit as well. It's pretty impressive, man. He's a good player.
Well, these guys have a ton of 2-ways because we were saying Billy Ford, Joey Russo, Garrett Quinn, their 4, 5, 6 are their game 1, 2, and 3 starters.
Yeah.
So these guys are certainly not afraid to have their guys out there. Joey Russo, the first of those. That one's fouled back off Johnny Gonzalez. Of course, the 2 games we stream, we get the 6'8" umpire behind the plate. But usually I was surprised. The more I watch Johnny, the more I realize it's almost a hitter-friendly zone because – you'd think as a longtime pitcher, you'd have more of a pitcher-friendly zone.
No,
but it's like he makes you earn it, because he's like, hey,
he's
like, hey, I could put the ball wherever I wanted. Why can't you do the same? That one's going to be chopped over to third base for Jackson Roche. Looks like a broken bat. Throw it over to first for the final out. Nothing doing here for Chester. And a couple scoreless innings in a row. We'll head to the top of the 5th here at Chester with this game still locked up at 2. Back here for the top of the 5th inning, Jackson Roche had a 2-run single his first time up, the only 2 runs of the game for Aston Valley. And he will get another opportunity here. This is his first action of the series so far outside of pinch running. The recent Ruston graduate will head to Goldie Beacom. So keeping the theme of the whole Delaware college baseball players here, he takes that one low and away. I can actually take credit for getting Jackson on this team because I had Alex Kramer, the hitting coach at Ascent, reach out to me saying he was looking for a team, and Wayne was full in the middle infield, and I texted Everly. I was like, "Hey, how are you guys looking at middle infield?" He's like, "Can never have too many." Obviously he's at third base today, but can never have too many infielders. So
yeah, that's certainly the truth, man. And they've put together. I feel like they always put together a pretty good infield.
Mm-hmm.
Not really like a. I mean, I guess Kenyon and Jake Mole have been there for a while now, but they always have a good one.
That one's low. Well, unfortunately, one of their better arms, Tyler August, is now an athletic.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate for them.
Unfortunate for Aston.
Yeah, not for Tyler. Congrats to Tyler. We had a couple Delco League alums drafted. Mike Anderson and Mark Cotrani both played for the Drexel Hill Ducks for a couple years. I believe Mike was a Narberth Mudcat. I don't know if Cotrani was also a Mudcat. I'm going to guess probably not.
Cotrani was a duck.
Yeah, Anderson was both.
I think going into – I only remember him from his senior year going into college.
Anderson might have only been a Mudcat.
I think Anderson was only a
Mudcat. Did Johnny G take one right there?
I'm not really sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Talking to something over.
I think they're checking the count.
Oh. I have 3-1 here.
Johnny, what do we got? 3-1? 3-1. Oh, we had it right. We're good.
There we go.
Broadcast booth had it right.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, doing the score bug is a lot easier when you're just doing that. I'm trying to do the book too, which is a pain in the butt. Roche hits one over to right field. It looks like that's going to be caught by Sean Roy, the second baseman. That could have been a disaster.
Speaking of asking umpires, I had an umpire today in the travel game ask me how much time was left in the game, which today I was like, sir, that is your job to do.
Yeah. I guess different tournaments have different rules for the field space.
Yeah, but like
that's also your job to know that.
Yeah, I mean it's he's supposed to be in charge of the time. I'm just there to coach.
Icon Jones, we're back at the top of the order, 2 for 10 in the series so far. Takes that one in for a strike. Ben, what can you tell us about your Upper Darby Blue Sox team this year? Maybe how it's deferred from years past, how similar. It seems like you guys usually have a pretty similar roster overall.
Yeah, I would say we're a bit older this year. We added a couple veteran hitters from various leagues, but I think it should be fairly comparable to the rest of the teams we've had.
Well, when you've won the last 2 years, it's easy to keep things the same. So I would guess right now, Kevin McGovern would likely start at game 1.
Yeah.
Do you know how it would kind of line up after that?
I believe we would go McGovern, Chris Rollins, I think would be 2. I believe he got eligible.
Icon Jones slaps someone into center field. That'll be down for a base hit. I think I saw he had enough between getting in the field and on the mound.
Quentin Pirelli, I think, who was going to be hitting for us as well. He finally got healthy.
So what was the issue with him?
A lat or something. He did it while he was at Rutgers. One of his lats was a little messed
I
up
thought I
swinging.
saw when tracking his college that he stopped playing. I was like, I don't think he was bad enough to get benched.
No, he was doing all right.
Yeah.
He was dealing with an injury there, but I guess he's healthy now, or healthy enough.
That looked like a bit of almost like a screwball with the movement on that pitch right there. I've been calling it a splitter because it has more like up and down movement than a normal changeup. So
that's a fair call.
Kenyon Motley 2 for 10 in the series. He struck out in the first, grounded out to first base in the third. As mentioned earlier, his big 2-run single put Aston Valley ahead in the top of the 7th when they were trailing 1-0 in game 1. Good jump by Jones, but he's going to have to head back.
If we do get a game 4, it could be a Ben Mutz sighting.
Oh, is that right? Well, we'll see how we're going to be facing him in MSBL tomorrow, most likely.
Well, if you beat him, then we can.
Yeah, exactly.
Him,
yeah,
so
but if they beat us, the championship is next weekend. So I'm not sure what he would want to. If he gets the chance to start a Delco League game 4, I would think he would take it, but you never know.
I don't want to say who you could probably throw against the teams they're going to face in the championship. Just how that league's set up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're expecting that one's punched in the air to right field by Kenyon Motley. Icon Jones is going to head to third. He's going to be there easily, and Aston Valley in business here with 1 out in the top of the 5th.
Oh, does he need you go bottom top?
These two teams with the black and orange are so confusing here.
Yeah.
We got some action in the bullpen here for Chester. I'm not thinking we're going to have a change here yet.
Is that Williamson?
I can't tell who that is from here. Certainly does not look like a change is being made yet. I see a number 5, so let's see if we can find the...
I believe that is Williamson.
Williamson throws a lot of innings for them, so that would be my guess.
I don't know his first name. I probably should for as much as he's pitched against Upper Darby.
Let's see.
But I believe
Nick Williamson.
Nick Williamson. Is that him?
Let's see. They do not have numbers on their roster, so not sure about that. But we'll
become a problem for us.
But we'll see on Game Changer when they put him in.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call.
All right. Well, not the hitter you want up if you're Chester here. Brett Walmsley, one of the best hitters in the league this year, hit over 450, over 1,200 OPS in the regular season. He has a huge opportunity here in the top of the 5th to give Aston Valley the lead. First and third, Icon Jones on third, Kenyon Motley on first. First pitch is going to hang upstairs. We'll see if Motley's going to try and take off and make this a 2-for-1 here. Teammates
Probably
at Wilmington University, Joey Russo and Brett Walmsley here.
Yeah.
Motley will not take off. Walmsley's going to slap that one into right field, and that will be down for a base hit. Icon Jones got a bit of a late start, but not going to matter here. Brett Walmsley puts Aston Valley ahead here in the top of the 5th. Some great swings here by these Aston Valley hitters, taking it into right center.
Is Aston Valley team 1?
Yes.
All right, there we go. That's going to be if that hit ends up being the decider, it's going to be some
good banter, yeah.
Yeah, good banter when they get back.
Well, especially last night, Walmsley facing Garrett Quinn as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's he's got a lot right now.
Yeah, well Quinn got the last laugh last night. Apologies for the little glitchiness that happens from time to time in the internet here, but it's first and second with 1 out here for Brett Walmsley. 3 straight singles here for Aston Valley. That one's in for a strike. Usually resets itself after a little.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It's been pretty crispy most of the game. Sean Edevan, the batter here, quickly down 0-2. Pitch to Edevan. That one's going to be hit in the air to shallow center field. Looks like James Queasy will have that one. Kenyon Motley not going to test the arm of Queasy. Probably a good decision.
Yeah, that's probably. It was a little. He came in a little bit for that as well.
Vinny Proeto, 1 for 2 tonight, 2 for 8 in the series so far.
Sneaky long tenure on the Knights.
Yeah, it looks like the phone might have died here. I'll go check on that at the end of the inning. So we'll stick with you just for audio for a sec. Proeto's going to foul that one back. Unless you want to take it over here for a sec, Ben.
I can.
Yeah, why not? I'll go mess with it.
I can do a little play-by-play. All right, let's give this a shot here. Can't really see behind Johnny, but Russo's going to miss outside for ball 1. I don't really know how Brendan kind of ad-libs what happens in between these baseball games. Or not games, but plays. It's a foul ball for strike 2 and knocks down another ball out of the cage there. There's a few up here in the Chester backstop. So, baseballs are expensive now. It's going to be good for the budget. Can only imagine how much Dave loses at Upper Darby. The 1-2 coming from Russo here. And outside again, 2-2. I think we got our camera back up. Do I need to just switch over here? There we go.
Yeah, even though we have a portable charger, sometimes it just decides just not to work. Proeto's going to slap that one over to right field. It's going to be fielded by Dylan Ricker, but the speed of Proeto, he's going to slide and be out. Good job defensively by Chester to make that play there and limit the damage. But an RBI single from Brett Walmsley has put Aston Valley ahead here in the top of the 5th. We'll see if Chester is able to have a response for that when we return. Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Billy Ford, Joey Russo, and Garrett Quinn, the 3 starting pitchers in the 3 games for Chester. Ford's going to take that one for a strike.
What happened to the? Oh, here we go. Never mind.
Billy Ford, 3 for 5 in the series. He has a walk and a fly out tonight. That one's going to be a bit low.
I feel like he was just pitching for a little bit, for like the past couple years. He's really swung it well.
Yeah, and the ability at his age to be able to pitch 6 innings and then catch the next 2 nights as well
Incredible, man.
Very impressive.
How old is he now?
I would guess early 30s.
Okay, yeah.
I'd probably check that.
Yeah, that's a grind for sure.
That one's in the dirt. I know he played both football and baseball at Westchester University and Malvern Prep, so I probably...
He's a Malvern guy. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I don't know where he's from originally. He takes ball 4. Officially listed as Parkside, PA.
Parkside.
So I'm not sure what that... Maybe he's not a Delco guy.
I don't think that is Delco.
No, I guess he's just been in the Delco League for so long.
Where is Parkside?
Well, he was playing college baseball as recently as 2018. So...
No, it's not that long ago.
No.
For some people.
Yeah.
No, Parkside is definitely Delco, I think.
Where's that?
Brookhaven.
Huh. More you know.
Yeah.
That makes sense if he's still around here. I think he switched from Wayne to Chester to be closer to home,
Yeah,
which makes sense.
I think that would make sense, and that's
that one in there for a strike.
1-1.
Believe so, to Joey Russo.
Parkside has Phil and Jim's Steaks.
Oh, that's
there.
right. Yeah, they used to RIP the Delco Baseball Now Twitter account, but they used to follow us on there. Russo's going to take that one a bit upstairs. I've not had that before.
Not an ad, but just phenomenal sandwiches.
Another snack
there.
or another booth review. Where's Brendan Till when you need him?
Yeah, that is a what's this? A Breezy Bee Eats or
Yeah,
whatever.
Breezy Bee food reviews maybe.
Food reviews.
The Nico Steaks, not an ad, but since we did it in the booth, very good.
Fantastic. That did look fantastic. I did not eat any of that because I was in the middle of a game.
Well, so is Till.
Oh,
somehow worked. I guess when you're 150 pounds, you're
I was going to say a 19-year-old college athlete versus me. Eating a cheesesteak in the middle of a baseball game is going to do different things to the body.
In the dirt, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here at Chester. Threatening here as Garrett Quinn comes to the plate. There's going to be a mound visit by Dylan Everly. And Ben, last night I was saying in the booth, it kind of almost feels like Marcus Spiro is the general manager and Dylan's the manager sometimes.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I believe that's actually their titles.
All right, well, that'll be it for Aiden Sherma. We'll get you his final line in a second here and let you know who is taking over on the mound.
Is it Brendan Sora?
I believe it is Brendan Sora because he pitched earlier against Wayne. Well, Aiden
Great
Sherma,
pull from me.
4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 walks. It was very uncharacteristic for Sherma and 2 strikeouts.
Is there like a okay, cool. We don't have like a who's pitching or
We do
anything?
not have
We're
the who's
good? All
pitching
right,
because
cool.
every time you would change it would change the innings total, which
Oh
annoyed me.
yeah, that was annoying.
Looks like this is in fact Brendan Sora taking over on the mound. Great ball knowledge by Ben. Recent
I know my
Conestoga
Delco League teams.
graduate. He'll be heading shockingly to Catholic University, like
Oh.
many members.
Would you look at that?
Only through 7 innings so far for Aston Valley, but an ERA of 2.
I think he threw a decent amount for.
He threw well for Conestoga. He
Conestoga
threw well
this
for
year, yeah.
Conestoga this year.
I don't know why I was about to say Lower Marion.
They blend together. Got a good
Yeah.
High Sox guy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you got to know
good.
whether you're a High Sox guy or not. And
They fit him
so
well.
Kevin McGonigal in the first probably month or 2 of his career went High Sox, and recently he's gone long pants. And I think maybe he's realized that the High Sox make him look short. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
And I think the long pants kind of make you look a little taller.
If you're like nervous, the High Sox will make you look short. And if
Yeah.
you're nervous about looking short, you can't
Exactly.
go to the High Sox.
Because like it's not like he was never playing poorly.
What's up? How's it going? Ben, nice to meet you.
How you doing? Fred, nice to meet you. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's not like he was ever hitting poorly. So
No,
it's
no.
not like, he had to change something up. I mean,
Yeah.
that Rookie of the Year bet for me to win $700, certainly alive. More alive than ever. Knock on wood.
You're
I
in
don't
business right now.
Murakami getting hurt definitely helped that early on.
Never want to root for
No,
injuries.
no, no. But when they happen, you
But
can
that
talk
money
about it.
could go. I don't know if we can say it on the Delco League strength. Could fund a little more Delco baseball
Yeah.
now. It's gonna pay for your gas.
Yeah,
a little
that's a
bit.
good point. Yeah.
Get us another month of.
Well, I also have
Riverside.
him on my fantasy baseball team, which if I win, I get
Mm.
1,100. So I got a
think
lot
that
of
covers
money.
It almost covers
Yeah.
our expenses. at
Yeah,
that point.
I got a lot of money invested in this guy. All right, back here, Garrett Quinn after back-to-back walks, and a new pitcher here is Brendan Sora. Not sure if Chester has certainly been willing to throw the bunts around here, so we'll see if Garrett Quinn is going to be swinging away or if he's going to lay one down. He certainly looks like he's going to square. Austin Sherman really getting in there. It's going to be bunted over to Brendan Sora. He's going to look at third. He's going to fire to third. He's going to get the out at third.
Beautiful.
I'm not sure why they threw it over to first base again.
Yeah, a little
Bit of-
questionable. on
a
that.
bit of a bit of an
But-
excited throw there by Jackson Roche, but very good job by Brendan Sora, and that's what happens when you also have a position player that can
is
pitch.
Yeah, that is a. It's always a very nice bonus is that he's going to be very good at fielding his position.
And the number one thing is he never hesitated. He knew if
No,
that ball was going
right
there, he's like,
away,
I'm
yeah.
throwing it to third, and if he's out, he's out. But
I've been getting burned with bunts recently.
how did the pitching outing go for the bats?
It went all right. I just dude blew up in the first. I think I walked 3, hit a guy, and gave up an infield single. And 3 runs came home. And then actually really settled in from there. Only gave it 1. We ended up losing. We lost 4-3. Lost 4-3 and got eliminated. Unfortunately, we got
bummer.
swept by Valley Forge. They're a very good team over
You
there.
said this is the first time the bats have ever made the playoffs,
This is the
correct?
first
So
time,
that's
first playoff appearance for the Bats in
a good
history.
start.
Best season in Bats history, most wins, highest finish. Really
lot to
everything.
build off of here.
So yeah, it's the future's bright for the boys.
Tyler
over there.
Mosher chops that one over to Jake Moll, fires to Kenyon Miley for 1 over to first base for the double play. Great job by the Aston Valley defense to keep Chester off the board here in the bottom of the 5th. Aston Valley 6 outs away from a trip to Upper Darby in the semifinals, and we'll see if they can add on to that lead when we come back. Back here for the top of the sixth, Nico Tazi, Austin Sherman, and Jake Mole for Aston Valley. They're looking to get some insurance.
I believe this is Nick Williamson on the mound.
I will double-check the game changer. It had not been updated yet. That was a wicked sweeper right there.
So unless they have another guy with, like, super skinny, long hair.
No, it is
from that
Nick
angle.
Williamson on the mound. He was third on the team with 31 and third innings pitched, ERA of 4.69. Tazi's going to ground that one over to shortstop. Garrett Quinn will field it cleanly, fire over to first in time for out number one. I'll tell you, after throwing 109 pitches yesterday, Garrett Quinn's arm seems to be feeling all right at short.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. I've said it before on the broadcast, but he can kind of do a little bit of everything.
Well, it's funny. He's got that psycho on the mound and then a very quiet, soft-spoken. Like in the interview, he's like, yeah, we just had to go out and score runs early. And I'm like, oh, I expected you to be like, not like yelling, but a little bit more intense. Is Austin Sherman 0 for 8 in the series, really looking to try and bust out of this thing right now.
It gives a little bit of like this sounds bad because it gives a little bit of like the Mark Gervaisi vibe.
No, it's true. Psycho on the field, very nice. Off the field, also bald with glasses.
Yeah. Same. Like,
no, I had multiple people text me about that interview, be like, that guy is just a shorter Mark Gervaisi.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, kind of. Another slider from Nick Williamson. That's a tough arm angle for righties to pick up there. That thing's got a ton. It's almost like some of them almost look like cutters with just the horizontal movement, not as much north-south.
He's probably thrown 6 games against us in the past 2 years and has done really well in all of them, I would say.
Yeah, now that I'm not a player in the league or, really as involved with Wayne, I still obviously run the website, but I don't really do too much. Like, I think I went to 2 Wayne games this year that I wasn't broadcasting. I just don't see as much of the league until the playoffs because we're doing our high school stuff, we're doing Little League stuff.
You're busy.
Living in Downingtown, like, I'm not coming out to games like if I go to a Delco League game that I'm not broadcasting, it's going to be at Devon Prep because it's the closest.
Yeah.
Devon's probably about 20 minutes from me out there. Every other field, like this was probably about 15. Aussie pitch just misses a bit outside. Good take there by Sherman.
How about have you covered LeBron James on the broadcast
I did talk about that, I think, in the 4th inning or so. So I now work in a restaurant, and it's one of my part-time jobs. And in the kitchen, it was 3 women who did not care about sports and Willie who doesn't speak English. So, like, I need someone to habla about this with. And I had nobody. Like the one girl, like, says, like, her fiancé is a big, she's a big sports fan. And, like, she was texting her, but, like, nobody in the building cared.
No,
and I'm like,
I don't
want to be on my phone. But, like, my group chat is blowing up right now. Jake Mole, the batter here. He fouls that one back. He's
got through.
2 for 8 in the series. He struck out twice tonight. Yeah, I mean, I always thought it was a possibility, but it just didn't. Just until the group chat started blowing up.
Yeah.
Like when I check my phone to have like 25 missed texts, I'm like, there's nothing else that would make this.
Yeah, I think I just checked my phone and saw it happen. It was just incredible, man.
Yeah.
Just a normal day became the best day of my life.
He knew the Philly golf scene was too good to pass up with all the clubs around here.
Yeah, man.
Him and Saquon will go golf together.
Golf for free at Clayton Park.
Yeah,
all
right.
you want.
Come out to Paxton. We'll take care of you.
I think anywhere. I think LeBron James could probably show up on any golf course.
They might pay him
I would
to
say
play.
any golf course that's not like Augusta, and probably just go play.
Listen, if he wants to come to the Wayne golf outing, at Sunnybrook in mid-August, he should be here. Training camp won't start, or what do they call it? I guess they call it training camp the NBA. Say the preseason.
Yeah, I think it's training. I think there is a training camp.
It's spring training for baseball. Hockey's usually training camp.
Although I will say, with the injury history of Sixers players, let's keep him away from other sports until the season starts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jake Mole's going to hit that one over to shortstop. Garrett Quinn will step on second. Fire over to first. What a play by Garrett Quinn over there at shortstop to end the inning here for Nick Williamson. I guess theoretically a 1-2-3 inning. We'll say 3 outs and 3 batters here for Nick Williamson. As Chester trailing 3-2 heading into the bottom of the 6th will look to try and tie this thing up or take the lead when we return. Back here for the bottom of the 6th, Chester trailing by 1. They will look to try and tie this thing up. They have 6 outs left to do it. Jackson Messick will lead things off here. He's 0 for 2. 0 for 1 tonight. He's 0 for 5 in the series, but he does have 3 walks, so he's at least been giving Chester some good at-bats here. As we get set, it'll be Messick, Sean Roy, then back to the top of the order. A curveball in there for a strike.
It's an interesting Sun Valley alum not playing for
Aston Valley, yeah.
Aston Valley.
That's a good point.
To be fair, I was a Springfield alum and did not play for Springfield when they were at.
But they weren't always known for just having Springfield guys all the time.
That is also true, yeah. Yeah, that is very true. Obviously, Aston Valley has been a pretty good pipeline for Sun Valley.
Yeah, Josh Lillis, no longer on the team, but he used to play here for a while. Vinny Proetto. What else we got over there?
I forgot Vinny went to Icon Jones.
Yep, Icon, that's right.
I forgot Vinny went to Sun Valley.
I was going to be a bit outside here. Jackson Messick plays his college baseball over at Penn State Brandywine. I think he gets a little bit more time as a pitcher than as a hitter, but I'm sure he gets the opportunity for both.
Decent program over there.
Now D3.
Now D3.
Not D3 when I went there, but honestly, like for the 1 year I was there, I think we played more D3 teams than non-D3 teams. It's just our conference games were the non-D3. Like we played Ursinus, played Eastern, Cabrini, a lot of these local D3 teams.
I would say you guys were probably at a D3. Like your starting lineup you would run out there was
back then
at a D3 level.
Maybe not the rotation, but we had a good lineup. But Sean Roy, the batter here, he is 2 for 3 in the series with a strikeout today. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout today. He squares the bunt, pulls that one back. Would be a little surprised to see the bunt down. I mean, I guess you got to play for the tie, but I guess with the way James Queasy's been swinging, he's reached base all 4 times today.
Yeah, probably not a guy you want to see with a runner on second. But also, we got to throw a strike here. I've always found it tough, like, coming into the middle of an inning, getting out of something, and then going back, sitting down, and having to go back out.
Up-downs.
Yeah, the up. Oh, my goodness.
That was going to be chopped over to Jake Mole. He's going to fire to second, and he's safe at second. The ball got away. The ball perhaps did not get away because Marcus Spiro is going to go out and have a conversation here with.
Yeah, he wants. I think he's looking for a transfer here.
Oh, he's calling it. So the ball did drop. They're going to talk if it was a transfer.
How about the bounce off the lip?
That was very similar. Yeah, that was very similar. I think it's the same lip that Dylan Rickard's single got over Mole's head. He's just been taking a beating there. He's second. He's called safe at second base. I kind of there's kind of a pole in the way here, so there's really not a lot for us to see here.
It was tough. That was a tough one. I think it's one of those ones where it's hard. That's a hard call.
It didn't seem like Motley was arguing that heavily.
No.
Like you'd think. I don't know. You'd think maybe he would be more willing to just kind of come down. But either way, James Queasy, 1 for 1 today, 2 walks.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. Like it is.
I kind of already shifted, looking to first, thinking they were going to try and throw over, so I completely missed that right there. But either way, first and second, no outs here for James Queasy. Anyone else, you might have the bunt here. I don't think he's going to be getting the bunt sign here. 5 for 8 with 2 walks in the series. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks tonight. Queasy, Pat Warrington, Dylan Rickards, 1, 2, 3 due up here for Chester. Queasy's going to take that one perfectly painted. Battle of former Conestoga teammates here.
Painted a couple fastballs there. Dylan Rickards, where's he go?
I believe he is. I had it written down. Double check that in a sec. Pitch to Queasy. That one run outside.
A little too far out. I think the plan here is just hit the outside corner.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad call.
Queasy's going to take that one low.
So I assume Sora is going to Catholic as a position player?
I'm actually not sure.
He's going to 2A.
Queasy's going to smack that one over. A diving
what a
stop by
play.
Jake Mole. Fires over to second for one. They will get the out at first there. Great job there by Jake Mole. The lip could not hurt him on that one.
Nope. Now we are a ground ball away from being out of this again here.
Yeah, Pat
for
Warrington,
sure.
certainly not the fleetest of foot. And I
No,
can say that
but-
as a fellow very slow individual.
Yeah, it's same here. But he certainly can hit though.
Mhm.
Would be the be the big thing.
Gonna have a quick offensive timeout over here. Talk things over. You think there's any chance we could see a little squeeze action? I wonder if that's what Pat's like, maybe floating around, try and get that run in.
I don't know.
I don't think so, but I wonder if it's an option.
If you're Aston, I think you need to be prepared for it in
Yeah.
case they do it. But I don't think that's the way to go right now.
Tale as old as time. Dylan Rickards, Wilmington University.
Believe it or not.
Yeah. Silly us. We didn't put that piece of the puzzle together.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you believe it?
Well, Pat Warrington 3 for 9 in the series. He has a sack bunt, and he
Oh,
just
they did
tried
do
the
it.
squeeze
All
here.
right. Shows what I
Bunts
know.
that one foul. That was certainly looked suicide squeezy to me. I mean, Jackson Messick was three-quarters of the way down the line.
Yeah, he was going for it.
We'll see if they call it again. Creeping in at third is Jackson Roche. Austin Sherman staying at the bag at first. I mean, if you're Aston, you certainly don't want to concede the run, but we'll see if this ball's hit hard enough that smarter decision might be going to first. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be.
Warrington doesn't score this time. He grounds it over, and that's going to be in the hole for a base hit. Chester has tied this game up here in the bottom of the sixth, and there's still just one out in the inning.
That worked out almost perfectly.
Because you
for
had
them
you
there.
had Jackson Roche thinking he was going to bunt again, and if he's playing back, that might be too.
Yeah, he's clearly looking to charge and field a bunt. Another we got some hard dirt here. Just get one up over his head.
Well, Dylan Rickards, the batter here, he's 1 for 3 tonight. He singled, grounded into a double play, and grounded out to third. I'm sure Aston Valley would not mind another one of those double plays. I would have been outside. Runners on first and second.
Yeah, now at this point for Aston, it turns into you really need to keep Queasy from scoring because you're down to 3 outs now.
Quick time here by Dylan Rickards. Rickards had 2 doubles in game 1. So now on the series, he is 4 for 9. Excuse me, 4 for 10. Pitch to Rickards and off speed. He drops that one in for a strike. Make sure to stay tuned to the Delco League website and Instagram for some post-game interviews.
Are you running the website now?
I am as well.
All right.
That one's going to be upstairs, and we're going to have someone be the hero today. It's a 3-3 game now. Should Chester win this, they will head to Wayne, and Ridley will take on Upper Darby. And if Aston Valley is able to win this game, they'll head to Upper Darby, and Ridley will take on Wayne.
I think really, no matter what, we're going to end up with some pretty good matchups.
I'm excited to watch Ridley across a 5-game series. Very young, very energetic team.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of see a lot of these vet teams. Like, there's not too much life in the dugout, but that's a Ridley team that, you know, they're a little loud. A lot of kids from the Haverford teams that have been great the last 2 years, the high school level.
Yeah, they've done a very good job.
Pitch hitter Rickards
at
is
piecing
fouled.
together some of the better high school players in the area for this
Yeah,
team.
and they swept Drexel Hill without Lucian Berger, who was coaching that Broomall Newtown team, the 14s team that is heading to the World Series at the Babe Ruth level. So that does not start until August 6th, I believe. So he's going to
be around.
He's going to be around for next week's series.
All right.
Queasy leads off second, Warrington off first. 3-2 pitch here to Rickards. Queasy's going to take off. It's going to be right. Line back to Jake Moe. He's going to step on second for one. He's going to fire to first, and a huge double play turned by Aston Valley. That ball was scorched, and you know what? If there wasn't the double steal, I don't know if Jake Moe would have been where he was to pick up that ball, step on second, and fire to first. Hang on. I don't want to steal the Mark Zumoff here, but we're coming in. We're coming in for a landing here, heading to the top of the 7th. It's a brand new ball game at 3-3 when we return. Back here for the top of the 7th, it'll be Jackson Roche, and then the top of the order for Aston Valley. 3-3 elimination game here at Chester. Brendan Ricciardi alongside Ben Thorpe here. Ben, you came at the right time here. This game is certainly heated up here, and it's been a back-and-forth series so far, and someone's going to be the hero here. Nick Williamson on the mound for Chester. First pitch, Jackson Roche in there for a strike.
That fastball just moves,
yeah.
man.
Well, it's, for these righties, it's not fair because that sinker's got all the run. Then he'll drop that slider on you, and it's just like, good luck. Same thing. I mean, Garrett Quinn's a very similar pitcher in that regard.
Yeah.
Another sinker in there right now. Do we look up if Nick Williamson also plays for Wilmington yet?
No. I know where he plays, but I forget. So I guess I don't know where he plays. But
You
not,
at one
it's
point in
not
your life knew it.
I was told.
If it's this Nick Williamson, it would be Delaware Tech.
I think that actually is what it is.
Ground ball over to second base for Roy, who will field it cleanly, fire over to first for out number 1. I mean, it certainly matches the Delaware theme on this squad. So I'm gonna guess that's probably a good
Chester's
bet.
always had some pretty good. Chester and Aston.
Yeah, that's definitely yeah. Delaware Technical Community College.
What is their logo?
I missed that. Double check. Back to the top of the order for Icon Jones. He's 3 for 11 in the series. So he hits that one down the left field line. That one's tailing, and that one's going to be down for a base hit. Jones is going to look to head to second. The throw into second is not in time.
And that's what speed can get you.
I think it might be a sword. Is this logo for Delaware Tech?
Dude, I thought it was like the Microsoft symbol for a second.
I have no idea what that is.
If anyone knows what.
Yeah, comment below if you know what
Delaware Tech mascot is. Let us know.
Look up team name. They do not have a single unified team name.
That's incredible.
Through all the campuses have different one. That's awesome.
I love that.
All right, well, Kenyon Motley, the batter here with Icon Jones in scoring position. Motley as well, 3 for 11 in the series. He has singled tonight. He's grounded out to first base, and he's also struck out.
I mean, great job from Jones to get on second base here now. You got 2 really strong hitters.
Absolutely. Kenyon Motley's going to ground that one over to second. Sean Roy fields that one off a tough hop, but he's able to keep it in front and get the out. Looks like some defensive changes. Looks like Pat Warrington is now out in left. Joey Russo at third. Garrett Quinn still at short. So it looks like it's pretty much, I believe, whoever the third baseman was originally for Chester. I'm sorry, the left fielder, Tyler Mosher, looks to be out of this game. So it looked like the change was Mosher, and they're going to intentionally walk Brett Walmsley with the runner on third and 2 outs. And it's kind of hard to blame them for that with the 2 bases open, Now, it's interesting that's how high they view Brett Walmsley, that even with the righty on the mound, unless they walk him again to load up the bases, which I don't think they will do.
I can't imagine you'd put
can't put
runner
2
in
runs.
scoring position.
Yeah. Well, clearly shows
At the same time, though, a ball in the gap, because you've walked him, you now have the catcher switch out.
Yeah.
So you got a better runner. So ball in the gap. I mean, either way, that's going to kill you.
Well, Sean Edevon, the batter here, he is 0 for 4 in the series with 2 walks, but clearly they view Brett Walmsley high enough they'd rather have the lefty face the righty Williamson.
I don't dislike the move, just with how well he's been hitting.
First pitch is in the dirt. Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the best hitters in the league. Ben, if you had to pick right now, who is the Delco League MVP? Because I believe it's voted on before the playoffs start. So I
have no idea.
Because I mean, Walmsley had some of the best offensive numbers that I've seen.
I really haven't been around the league as much this year either. So
that one's gonna hit Edevon right in the leg.
From what you've said with Walmsley, I think he definitely has a good shout to do it.
I mean, how's Kevin McGovern's numbers? I'm sure
probably very good again. But I also
year.
don't know that he's thrown the same as much as he did.
No, I think you're right. All right, well, Vinny Proetto up here. Vinny has a single. He also flew out to right back in the 4th inning. And then in the 5th inning, he grounded out, so 1 for 3 tonight, 2 for 9 in the series. Big spot here for the long-time Knight First pitch, that one's going to be up and away for ball one. Vinny played high school baseball at Aston Valley and plays college baseball over at Misericordia. I believe he was a Lackawanna Falcon at one point.
Yeah, Lackawanna for a bit. Brief stint at Holy Family.
I think in the fall at Holy Family, then Misericordia in the spring. Pitch to Proeto, that one just a bit inside. And you know, as a Misericordia guy, he's not afraid to get hit by a pitch here.
That is a.
I'm sure he would love that. And I would text their coach if I had his number and say, hey, you're teaching well. I mean, you got the Misericordia elbow guard right there. I saw Drew Van Horn maybe leaning a little bit for one earlier in a game this year.
I can only imagine they just give those out to everyone.
2-0 pitch.
Wow.
That one might have missed a bit low.
Okay. I can't really see. Oh,
well,
that guy. All right.
So someone said they can't be low. Proeto.
3-0 count to Vinny. Vinny's got a.
He's got a tight zone here.
He's tough to pitch to.
Yeah.
So he'll get up
3-0.
there, tight
I
zone,
certainly don't
hands.
imagine he's swinging here. And ball four, he walked him. Aston Valley has reclaimed the lead here. Vinny Proeto, a 4-pitch walk.
Wow.
And the Knights take the lead here. We're going to have a quick mound visit here from Dan McShane. Some of those pitches were pretty borderline, but I think overall, as we know, it's been a tight zone all day. So,
yeah.
So do we, if Aston Valley holds on, do you interview the walk-off walk? Or not walk-off, the go-ahead walk guy?
I have no idea who you interview there. Could be that.
I will say, I was worried that Liam Young was going to be our interview after game one, and he's like 6'8". Would have been a tough look for me. I might actually get to interview someone I'm taller than if we do Vinny Proeto. So that might be the guy. Probably the most Delco player on the roster.
We could also just go Walmsley.
Yeah.
Or Icon or something like that.
Well, Nico Tazzi, the batter, he's going to look to put some insurance on. He's going to slap that one over to right. Sean Roy has got that one covered, but Aston Valley reclaims the lead here with a go-ahead walk by Vinny Proeto, and they're going to look to close this thing out. We have some movement over there in the bullpen, but Brendan Sora jogging out to the mound. Looks like it's going to be his game to try and close out when we return. It's now or never time here for Chester. Bottom of the 7th. They need one run here to keep their season alive and extend this game. It'll be the meat of the order. Billy Ford, Joey Russo, and Garrett Quinn. All they need is one here. Brennan Sora back out on the mound here for Aston Valley, looking to wrap this thing up. They got a lefty warming up in the bullpen. First pitch to Ford is a bit low.
Ball one. I mean, these are...
This is who you want up.
Yeah, you got a couple good hitters here.
Ford's got some pop there. This game could be tied with one swing. Takes that one up and in. Have to think if Ford gets on, you'll get the catcher courtesy runner here. So,
yeah.
Ford has had a great series so far. He's 3 for 5 overall. But tonight he's got 2 walks and a flyout. I'm sure he wouldn't mind a leadoff walk. And he's quickly ahead, 3-0.
I mean,
looks to me like Jackson Messick warming up in the Chester bullpen should this game get tied. Yes, that's definitely him out there.
Yeah,
that would make dual sense. Lefties warming up in the pen. It's going to be right down the chute. And, you know, some fields from where we broadcast from, you cannot see the bullpens, but these are pretty close to fair territory over here. So
got a good idea.
Yeah, you might not be able to see who it is sometimes, but you can definitely see that it's happening. 3-1 to 4. That one's going to be grounded over to shortstop to Kenyon Motley. Stays down on that one well. Fires over to first. Austin Sherman able to hold the bag over there at first base for out number 1.
That's a good job from Sora to bounce back, get a ground ball there. So the last thing you want is a leadoff walk after you've just taken the leads.
Yeah, you got the momentum.
So it's a good keep the leadoff guy out. Go back to work here.
Joey Russo, the batter here. He's walked, struck out, and lined out to right field. So overall 1 for 9 on the series with a walk. Was a starting pitcher for this game before being replaced by Nick Williamson. He's going to take that one a bit upstairs. And all Chester needs here is a base runner to get some life back in the dugout. There's a dog in that dugout. I don't know if you're aware of that. An older dog named Gigi. That's their team dog.
That's pretty cool.
Just kind of hangs out.
I love that.
Just a chill. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I'm guessing girl with that name, Gigi, but just hangs.
Yeah, I had no idea they had a dog in there. But that's pretty incredible. But yeah, this
got to train it to be a bat dog, but it's kind of small, so I don't think it'll be able to hold the bat.
It'd be tough to.
You need like a big golden retriever for that. That one's going to be punched in the air to shallow center field, but Icon Jones is going to have that one for out number 2. And Aston Valley 1 out away from a trip to Upper Darby to take on the Blue Sox here. A rematch of the 2024 and 2021 championships.
No, semifinal rematch from last year as well.
Oh, I did not remember that. So who did Wayne play Chester in the other semis?
I
think so, because they didn't play the Ducks.
I think they
played
Chester
last year. Yeah. Well, Garrett Quinn, the last hope here.
Or was it Springfield?
For Chester? I don't think it was.
No.
No, because I think Aston beat Springfield last year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean this holds makes another narrow postseason loss for Chester.
First pitch to Garrett Quinn, an off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
I feel like they've always been around it, but just struggled to get that.
Will make me 0 for 2 on my playoff predictions, of course.
Ooh, yeah.
Pitch to Quinn, that was going to be up and in. Garrett Quinn was not in the lineup for the first 2 games, but started it short tonight. He has a single, a line out to right, and also I believe, bunt back to the pitcher.
If he can get on, there's a pretty big dude warming up.
I believe that's Vincent Offit.
Okay.
That one's going to be lined into left field. That'll be a base hit. Game stays alive for Garrett Quinn. And would you know, the last time Vincent Office played against Aston Valley, hit a walk-off home run. 6'8", 280, I was told by their coaching staff.
Yeah, he looks all of that.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
I don't know. You got to think you're Aston Valley. You're getting a little bit of flashbacks here. Because this was a week ago.
Oh, my God.
This was a week ago. This was the last regular season game when Chester was trying to lock up the 3 seed.
I'd be a little concerned. I think right now, if you're the outfield, probably just nothing in the gaps.
Looks like Garrett Quinn. Would you expect him to steal?
No. I think this is.
First pitch there is a bit low. I'll double check, but unless they have another 6'8", 280 player on the roster, I believe this is Vincent Offit, and it will be. Here's a pitch, a big swing, and fouls that one back. Was told the Gentle Giant. That's what they call him.
Nice, yeah. They got a couple. Him, Bill Ford.
Yeah,
they had some
they're good. Like get off the bus team. You know, like Christian Summers for my 25 and up team. It's like you see him off the bus. You're like, 1-1 pitch coming here. He's gonna foul that one back into a sea of cars. We'll see if that one. No clank right there. Just quietly rolled under a car.
Under the blue Hyundai with Jersey plates.
Yep. Brendan Sora 1 strike away from sending Aston Valley to the semis, but Vincent Offit would like to say something about that. Here's the pitch. That one's slider away. Doesn't look like we're going to see Garrett Quinn try and steal here, but honestly, with some of these loopy curveballs, I feel like you could get to second.
Yeah,
you don't want to end your season getting thrown out.
Now is
steal.
Probably the time to do that.
2-2 pitch is hit well in the air to left field. Ranging back is the left fielder, Vinny Proeto. He will make the catch, and that will do it. Some drama right here at the end. But Aston Valley wins this one by a final score of 4-3. What a game. What a series here. Aston Valley moving on.
I thought he did it.
And it looked like off the bat he got a lot of that one, but just under it a little bit here. Final score here, Aston Valley wins it 4-3. They will move on to the semifinals starting at Cardinal O'Hara on Sunday against Upper Darby, which means Ridley will head to Wayne at Devon Prep on Sunday. I believe Nick DeCombe, the commissioner of the league, had told me it will be a 1 o'clock start at O'Hara for Game 1 on Sunday, then 3 o'clock at Devon Prep for Game 1 of the other semis. Let me double-check on that real quick. 1 o'clock at Devon on Sunday for Game 1 of Ridley and Wayne, and 3 o'clock at O'Hara for Game 1 of the Aston Valley and Upper Darby series. Still to be determined if we have a broadcast for Game 1. That will be determined on whether my MSBL team has to play a Game 3 on Sunday or not. If we either sweep or get swept in the doubleheader on Saturday, we will have a game, but otherwise we'll be back for Games 2, 3, 4, and we'll see what happens from there. But on behalf of Ben Thorpe, myself, Brendan Ricciardi, thank you for tuning in to the Delco League on YouTube, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in, and got some good sportsmanship out here. A bunch of Delaware guys, Wilmington University players here. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you next time.